One of my favorite things about coming down to the Eagle County Fair and Rodeo are the people that you encounter. Commissioners, Eagle County Commissioner Kathy Chandler Henry, great to see you.
Great to see you, Ken.
I know that whenever I get to come down and interview you here at the fairgrounds, it's going to be a good time because this is a special time of year.
It's a special time of year. It's near and dear to our hearts. I grew up with this Eagle County Fair and Rodeo, and it's the best event of the year.
I went back and looked. 1939 is when this rodeo started.
Well, I missed that one.
Yeah, you weren't there for that. You came along much later than that. But I mean, what a history here. I read it, and I suggest to viewers to go to the website and read the history of this event. It is remarkable how it has progressed, and it's only gained in popularity. I mean, let's face it, everybody's here for a reason.
That's right. And this year we've got our regular 4 nights at PRCA Rodeo, but we've got the Cowboy Channel this year, so that's a new thing. So they're going to be here filming all 4 nights of the rodeo.
That is awesome, and this is real rodeo action, and we're going to get to that in a moment because who doesn't love bull riding and bronc busting and of course mutton busting? But there's a lot going on. Even as we record this, local gymkhana is going on. I don't know that oftentimes people realize what a horse and a cattleman's background we have here in Eagle County way before the ski resorts were here.
Yeah, that's right. The fairgrounds is used almost every night of the week during the summertime, and it really is our agricultural heritage, which is still strong in the county, especially up the Colorado River Road, up Gypsum Creek, up Brush Creek. We've got a lot of ranchers and farmers who have kept this tradition alive, and the kids are out here.
Yeah, doing it, right up the road. And let's face it, there's been a lot of popularity in shows like Yellowstone and whatnot. I mean, that Western heritage, people are loving it. Well, let's talk about ours and let's actually dive into the details of the event because this event goes on for like 10 days. Take us through it.
Right, all right. Well, it starts before the actual Fair and Rodeo week with the 4-H kids getting their projects judged. The dress review happens ahead of time. The animal judging will start before the Fair and Rodeo week, so you can go on eaglecounty.us/fair and rodeo and get the complete schedule for all of that.
And for the 4-H, the kids obviously have their animals, whether it be the lambs or the chickens or the rabbits that are out there, but also there are 4-H displays that are just to the west of we are at the Eagle River Center.
Right, and those are called in-building projects, so there's everything from shooting sports to cake decorating to photography.
Cool.
So the kids have been working since January on these projects.
They have, and there's even a sewing class.
That's
I mean, these are really good things to have your kids involved with. Get them away from the computer and the iPad and let them come out and actually live life. And what a great place to do it here at Eagle.
Right. And the other thing they learn in these clubs besides the actual project is a lot of leadership skills. There's leaders within the club. They go to conventions. They learn how to take those roles and how to really be great, strong community members. And
I love, just even watching the youth out here and the dads and the moms that are here working with the kids on the horses, but also with the livestock. It's such a family event. And I say that because like last year, my son's, one of his lambs wasn't quite making weight and one of the girls stepped in and gave him some advice and helped him out. I mean, there is such a camaraderie in this community.
Right. Yeah, people help the new kids, and then those kids help the ones coming behind them, and the families really are all in it together.
And another thing that people can absolutely enjoy here is the carnival, right?
Carnival.
Along with the Eagle County Fair and Rodeo, there is the carnival that takes place.
Right.
When does that start up?
The carnival starts on Wednesday, so July 26th is Wednesday and runs all 4 nights of the rodeo. So that is down in the fishing and fun area. They'll have all the fun rides.
Cotton candy, turkey legs, fried beef jerky. And by the way, my son last year, he won a gold. Have you ever seen where you can win a goldfish?
He won a goldfish.
I haven't. I have video of it. Last year, my son came home with a goldfish in a bag, and I was like, oh man, well, that goldfish is now living in a much bigger tank, and it is the 1-year anniversary for him or her. I'm not sure. So the legacy lives on at our house.
He's retiring at your home.
He's getting big. The bigger tank and the more food, he's getting monster. Well, if people want to find out more information on this incredible event, how do they do it?
eaglecounty.us/fair and rodeo. And one more thing to mention is the Friday night this year is Wear Green to support mental health. And Vail Health is working with 40 nonprofits throughout the county to really provide access to mental health for every single person.
Awesome.
So that's
awesome. First, let's face it, our community has been deeply affected by this in so many ways. So it's wonderful of you to do this. I love that you're giving back. Great to see you. Also, when you do come out for this, for the events themselves, get tickets now because they sell out.
Get tickets now and say thank you to the sponsors. We've got more sponsors this year than ever, so the community support is huge. Our biggest event in Eagle County for the whole community, and get your tickets now.
Yeah, and I'm ready. I'm ready for some more cowboy action. How about you guys out there watching the Eagle County Fair and Rodeo 2023 since 1939? One of the best events. Great to see you, Kathy.
Thanks, Ken.
All right, come on out. Come check us out. Cowboy up. Back to you guys at Eagle.
All right, I love the rodeo. I can't wait to go, and it is going to be July 24th through the 29th. And like Ken mentioned, all the 4-H activities that are going on, you can check out that exhibit, the carnival rides. A lot of people will go down maybe even a couple times during the stay and maybe just do the carnival one day, do the rodeo the next. So should be a lot of fun. You can go to that website again, just Eagle County Fair and Rodeo.com or eaglecounty.us if you want to look that way. But you can buy tickets in advance as well, and just check out the different evenings that they're going to be doing. Wednesday night is going to be Little Buckaroo Night, and what that means is that kids are going to be at a discount that night, which is always super fun. And then Thursday is going to be Western Heritage Night. And then Friday, like she mentioned, Wear Green Night. And then Patriotic will be Saturday. And then Sunday, we kind of close it all down. The 4-H exhibits are still open, but the rodeo ends on Saturday night. So just keep that in mind. But if you get to the website, you can kind of, check out all the different events and pretty much, see the kickoff night and just kind of let you know the run of show, what time everything's going to be happening. When the carnival opens, it opens a little bit later during the weekdays, and then it'll be opening earlier on Saturday. So Saturday it opens at noon. All the carnival and the vendor booths will be open then. But really a cool thing to check out. So go to the website and then add it to your calendar, because it should be just an awesome, awesome, fun thing to do. But hey, let's take it to a break. Sorry for our little audio difficulties. Thanks, Rodney and Megan, for letting us know. We're going to come back with your weather and let you know about a few things going on with the Bravo concerts. In fact, they're going to be doing a little silent film action, and we'll tell you more about that when we come back.
We believe in the power of a live performance. We believe in making memories together. Join us as we celebrate 25 years of making moments that last a lifetime. Bringing concerts, comedy, Broadway, classical, dance, and family entertainment in the heart of the Rocky Mountains in Beaver Creek Village. View the full lineup and get tickets today at villarpack.org.
Welcome to Nap Harvest. We are showcasing healthy habits, and you can start right here feeding your family healthy organic vegetables and fruits that are seasonal and local. They're all the way from Arizona with our wonderful, beautiful citrus fruits that we sneak across the border for. But don't forget our nap mushrooms, grown at 9,000 feet. Mushrooms are chock full of benefits for you. And then also the microgreens, also chock full of vitamins. Come see us at Nap Harvest in Eagle Ranch on Sylvan Lake Road next to Color Coffee. We're open 7 days a week, Monday through Friday, 10 to 6, Saturdays and Sundays, 10 to 4.
Well, we are back. I want to let you know what's happening over at the Villar Performing Arts Center. So we've got our Ford Amphitheater that we love to go to. That's our big outdoor venue. It's having its longest season this year. April all the way till October is when we're going to see shows, performances, comedy, you name it, over at the Ford Amp. But over at the Villar, they're celebrating their 25th anniversary. Such an amazing history, legacy, all the different shows that I've seen there. Such a wonderful addition to our community. But this week we've got a couple shows that are already sold out. Nitty Gritty Dirt Band, that is sold out on Saturday. I am going to go to that. I just got asked to go by a friend of mine. Her boyfriend couldn't go, so she picked me, and I'm like, yay, because I didn't get my tickets in time for that one. So that's going to be on Saturday, July 15th, 7 p.m. And then David Sedaris already sold out as well. That's going to be on the 19th. So that's the thing about the Valar. You know, unlike the Ford Amphitheater, which can sell out too, you can fit about 2,700 people there, only 530 seats in this one. So Pink Martini, limited availability. Jeff Tweedy, we'll talk about that. But one show that's coming up is the Bravo. They're doing the musical score to Seven Chances, which is a Buster Keaton silent film. So the Dolly Quartet, they're going to be teaming up with Tara Helen O'Connor, who plays flute, and then Joseph Conyers, who's on bass. They are with the Philadelphia Orchestra. And then Stephen Prutzman, he'll be leading the whole thing, and they're going to be playing the musical score to this silent movie from 1920s Hollywood. So it should be pretty cool. So just a different thing to experience. You know, I was just at the John Williams. He's the famous composer of movies like Star Wars and Raiders of the Lost Ark, and just to have those movies come to life with musical scores, it's pretty amazing. So now Buster Keaton, he's kind of known as like this crazy stuntman, and just the antics that he would do. Oh my gosh! So it's going to be all projected on the big screen. Should be a lot of fun. Yeah, so he's kind of the all-time master of physical comedy. So kind of neat that we've got this this show coming on. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. Okay, so then they'll be playing the musical score to this. So you can still get tickets for this. And it's going to be, once again, it'll be at the Valar Center Sunday, July 16th. So this Sunday, 7 p.m. Get your tickets for this. And it's kind of just a nice a different way to see Bravo. You know, a lot of times people are like, oh, I don't really know anything about classical music. This is going to be totally different, especially having this movie up on the big screen. So you can go to bravovale.org, or you could go also to the Valar Performing Arts Center to get your tickets for this. And showtime, once again, 7 p.m. And then the next show that they're going to have is going to be Pink Martini featuring China Forbes. So this will be on July 20th. Very, very busy time. We got shows almost every night of the week. And we're starting to see limited availability on this. Tickets start at $67. And just one of the world's most elegant live bands. And just great, approachable music, really fun. So lots of people on stage, as you can see. So pretty cool. They perform kind of a multilingual repertoire on concert stages in 6 different continents. And the fact that we got China Forbes there too, it should be super duper awesome. So once again, limited availability on this. So if you want to get your tickets for this, I would say do so right away, because it's gonna sell out, I think, by next week, July 20th. Once again, is when we'll have that for you. So, and then Jeff Tweedy with special guest Loren, and that is going to be on July 22nd. Reserved seating. Tickets for this start at $65. And I think this should be really, really cool to see this. Jeff Tweedy, he's the founding member and the leader of the Grammy Award-winning American rock band Wilco. And before that, he was the co-founder of the alt-country band Uncle Tupelo. Jeff Tweedy is one of the most of contemporary music's most accomplished songwriters, musicians, and performers. He's released 3 solo albums, written original songs for 12 Wilco albums, and he is is an author of the New York Times bestseller "Let's Go So We Can Get Back," a memoir of recording and discording with Wilco. So should be pretty cool to have him on the stage on July 22nd. You can check out the full lineup of what they're going to have at the Valar. Shows are going to be going on all the way through October with Underground Sound Series, and they're even listing a few shows that you can find in the winter season. So it should be pretty good. But we've got a little mini documentary on Pink Martini. So let's take a look at that right now. And once again, that is going to be coming to the Valar with Jenna Forbes on July 20th.
Was too good to me. How can I get along now?
Sorry.
So close she stood to me. Everything seems all wrong.
Yeah. At this point, I wish the album was a little bit happier, but none of the material really adds up to get happy. Yeah, I mean, it has to be something else. It can't be named Get Happy. Hotel is one, because we have so many guests on this album. Like, every song is a different singer, which I like. It could be like the album could be like an advent calendar, you know, where you've got the little windows with the guests inside, literally, like Rufus and Ari and Norman Layden and the Von Trapps and Storm and China and all the rest. I like the word, well, I was thinking gold as well, because that's the word that Rufus, in the song Blue Moon, when he says the word gold and holds it for an excruciating length, it's like everything turns and it becomes this sort of tiny moment of hope, and sort of all this bleakness is then turned around, you know, inside that song, actually. And he holds that word, and then suddenly the room had turned to gold. Gold. It's amazing. I don't know, it could be called, I mean, it shouldn't be called anything too lofty. Like, the second album at one point was going to be called Songs for a Floating World. Thank God we could call it Hang On Little Tomato. Less to live up to. All right.
Pink Martini now feels like a traveling circus a little bit. Like, it's sort of, you never know what you're gonna get and who's gonna be there, and you could have anyone, and maybe it's this person, maybe it's that person, here's some more guests. Like, it's a big collective. And Thomas always wanted it to be that.
Je suis en colère avec toi ce soir parce que tu m'as dit que je suis à toi et je pense que tu es gros et je sais que tu es chauve et je pense que je ne t'aime plus.
I think Thomas has always enjoyed recording with different artists and bringing in guest singers, but this is the first album that really feels almost like a variety show. There's such a wide range of incredible performers on it. I was just sort of, ticking through in my head the various singers. There's China Forbes, of course. There's Storm Large, who took over lead singer duties while China was out and now sort of alternates lead singer duties with China. There's Rufus Wainwright. There's Meow Meow, the incredible performance artist. There's Timothy Nishimoto, the vocalist and percussionist who's been with the band forever. I sing on it. Phyllis Diller, her last recording before she passed away. The Von Trapps. It's this incredible range, as I said, almost like a variety show, and yet it has a cohesiveness as the album that I think is all really tied together with Thomas's aesthetic. The band is unquestionably a collaboration of these many people's artistic visions, but at the end of the day, so much of it is a reflection of Thomas's entirely unique aesthetic. I've never met anybody like Thomas who has such a compelling sense of what is beautiful. I think it's really an appreciation of beautiful things from the past that still feel relevant to the present, from other countries, but also from our own country. It's really sort of a global reach.
I love how he says, yes, it's kind of like a variety show. You know, they've got their main cast of characters, but then they bring on all those different artists. So check this out once again, Valar Performing Arts Center, Pink Martini featuring China Forbes. Get your tickets now because limited availability is what it says on the website. So I think by the time Showtime rolls around, it could be full. So we're going to take it to a break. When we come back, we're going to let you know about the Avon Live concert tonight, Wednesday night. We've got a great band coming for you, so stick around.
Join us every Tuesday at 6 p.m. and watch Vail Valley Latino. Our goal is to elevate the voices of the Latino community in the Eagle River Valley and provide a platform to speak with local businesses, organizations, entrepreneurs, creatives, and much more. Find the show on Facebook, YouTube, and Outside Television Channel 17. We are Vail Valley Latino.
The 84th Annual Eagle County Fair and Rodeo rides into town July 24th through the 29th. Great food, live music, 4-H exhibits, and more. Wednesday through Saturday, enjoy thrilling carnival rides and nightly PRCA Pro Rodeo action. Friday and Saturday nights kick up your heels with country singing sensation Buck Ford. Don't miss the fun. Get your tickets online now at EagleCountyFairandRodeo.com.
Good evening. We are the band Pink Martini from Portland, Oregon.
Please welcome our singer, the lovely and the fantastic Miss China Forbes.
Amaro mio, je ne veux pas travailler, je ne veux pas déjeuner, je veux seulement oublier. Quizás. And when the morning sun reveals her heels, I said hello, Eugene, are you there, Eugene?
Welcome back to Vail Valley Live. I want to give you a look at the weather so you can help plan your day, and it's going to be a hot one today. Okay, I think Denver is going to be into the 90s. They were already in the 70s this morning when I looked. So yeah, let's give you a look. Denver already at 76. This weather mountain report brought to you by the outlets at Silverthorne. Elevated savings. You can do a quick drive over there. Exit 205, just over Vail Pass, and there's great outlet stores on both sides of the interstate. But in Eagle, we're already seeing 66, Vail 58, Edwards 62, Avon 60, and we're going to top out into the 70s and 80s later on today. So 83 for Vail, and not as windy, which is going to be pretty nice. You know, we had those red flag warnings a lot already earlier this week and last week and the week before, but winds just only about 5 to 15 miles per hour today. We could see a little bit more wind as we get into the weekend, but pretty good. Good for that bike ride, good for the golf game. So the next couple of days look pretty similar to today. We're going to see a high of 84 for tomorrow, overnight low dropping down into the upper 40s. And then by Saturday, take a look at that, a high of 82 dropping down to 38. So it does cool off quite a bit here. But oh wow, just plenty of sunshine for the next several days. We would almost like a little rain because of course that fire danger is a bit high out there right now. But for now, put on the sunscreen and maybe by the afternoon go someplace cool, head down by Gore Creek. That could be a nice place to cool off. But what a wonderful evening event last night. I was over at the Star Dancing Gala. This is a big benefit that helps out Youth Power 365, which does so much for kids from cradle to career. They really touch a lot of lives here in Eagle County. And there's Hillary Magner from Squash Blossom. She loaned me some earrings last night. I'm still wearing them today. I'm going to bring them back to the store. They're having an Irene Neuwirth trunk show. So we thought, let's take some pictures out there by the Jets because that's where this event was held. It was at the Vail Valley Jet Center and kind of a unique venue, but they need that venue big enough because that's where they have a lot of people that come here. I was sitting with the Vail Daily Table, so that's our group walking the yellow brick road. That was their theme for the evening. And then they decorated the inside so beautifully, just really awesome. And then Meredith Kirkman, our very own Meredith, she was one of the professional dancers. So it was fun to see her. This was before the show. And then Brazzo, one of our hosts, and then our buddy Lee, he was there as well. So as you can see, a lot of people enjoying the evening in that airport hangar down at the Vail Valley Jet Center. I don't know the tally of how much money they raised quite yet. They're probably still counting right now, but the paddle raised, they had some amazing live auction items, trips to Costa Rica, trips to Italy, a Formula One experience. So they had a lot of people bidding on those. And then the dancers, they had 5 just regular folks that only have a lot of dance experience. And then they were teamed up with professional dancers like Meredith, and they danced on stage, and that was pretty much the entertainment. It's such a fun event. I'm glad that they brought it back. It was the last time it was held was in 2019. Then, of course, they took a break in 2020 due to COVID. And then in 2021 and 2022, they had the Stars Variety Show, which was held at the Ford Amphitheater. And, it was featured anything from comedy to, kind of musical performances and everything. But we're glad to have the Star Dancing Gala back. A lot of people were happy to head back to that. But hey, a few more things going on for your Wednesday. We have Avon Live. This is the free concert series that happens most Wednesdays throughout the summer in Avon at the Big Performance Pavilion at Harry A. Nottingham Park. And today we're going to be bringing in Magnolia Boulevard. And they're a band from Lexington, Kentucky. They've got a lot of musical different backgrounds that comprise this band. It's come together quite a bit, nice with their common sounds. So they're doing everything from blues to funk to jam to rock and roll. And they've been inspired by greats like the Allman Brothers Band, Tedeschi Trucks Band. They've got their own unique story to tell. And then opening up for them will be the Burnsville Blues Band. So here it is, Magnolia Boulevard. Great sounds coming out of them. And so that'll be this evening. And it's free. So head on down there, bring a picnic, bring a blanket. It's a great park, and I think we're going to have great weather for this. And then also this Friday at the same location, Lakeside Cinema. So The Parent Trap is going to be the movie that you'll find there. And they start that right around 8:15. It needs to get kind of dark, but you could bring your blanket and everything. The first 50 guests are going to get free popcorn. And on Avon's website, Town of Avon, right there, it has a whole list of movies. So Frozen 2 will be next week. Dora and the Lost City of Gold the following week. Vivo kicks off the August series, The Princess Bride, A Bug's Life, Brave, and Soul. And you can see how it's all set up. So blankets, you can even bring pillows like those guys. So have a lot of fun there. And then we're moving things back up to Beaver Creek. So on Thursday, Beaver Creek Unplugged. This has been a popular showcase the last couple of weeks, and I think this Thursday with Chris Jacobs, it's going to be the same. So from Baltimore, we're welcoming Chris Jacobs, and he is a soul blues singer and guitarist. Plays a little outlaw country as well. So kind of a variety of sounds will be coming out of this. And he was named one of Rolling Stone's 10 new country artists you need to know in 2017. He's also collaborated with the Grateful Dead's Phil Lesh, Dumpster Funk, Ivan Neville. So he's rubbed elbows with some pretty cool people. So this is a free show. It goes on from 5 to 7. So it's kind of a nice thing to do maybe after you come off of the hiking trail, doing some biking, maybe the golf course, and then before you go to dinner. And it's free. You can come and go as you please. And this will be at the, right there at the plaza level where the ice rink is in the winter. They changed that into a nice little place to go with all sorts of lawn seating. You can bring your blanket if you want to this. And watch the show. The permanent stage is there the whole time. And then that stage is also the home for other bands that come throughout the week. We've got live music pretty much every day up at the Beef throughout the day. And then Fossil Posse, they are going to be there this Sunday. So you can check it out and 4 to 5:30. And this is our good buddy Billy Doran. He scours the hillsides in our area to find dinosaur artifacts, and he finds them, and he puts them in. He's actually started a dinosaur museum that's open for you now in Edwards, and then he's got his Fossil Posse camp for the kids. So he's got that for the kids, and then everybody can enjoy the museum at Dinosaur Junction. But he has his free show. Usually Tuesdays and Sundays, 4 to 5:30, and here he shows some of his artifacts. So check out that website, fossilposse.org. But I had a chance to catch up with him. Let's find out more about what's going on with Fossil Posse. Hey everyone, we're here with Billy Doran. He's with the Fossil Posse, and he's a regular here at Beaver Creek for their family programming. You can see him in the winter and the summer talking about the creatures that roamed Eagle County.
Prehistoric Colorado, Tricia. That's what I do. You just touched on Fossil Posse. So what I do in Fossil Posse is I like to bring the prehistoric world to guests, to locals, to kids, anyone that really wants to learn about this stuff. Yeah. When I'm not doing shows or doing the kids camps and things like that, I'm actually out in the hills digging up dinosaurs, looking for dinosaurs and looking for proof of our prehistoric past here in Colorado.
Well, and we're not talking hundreds of years ago. We're
No.
talking...
We're not even talking hundreds of thousands of years. We're talking hundreds of millions of years ago. Yeah.
This is so crazy. And you've got all this great displays. You can really kind of spell it out to the kids and the adults. And I've seen your shows. The parents are just as interested as the kids.
Absolutely. I tell you what, nothing turns an adult into a child again. And when you hand them a fossil or a tooth, all of a sudden they're like, T-Rex.
I know. It's so fun. Well, show us some of your
Sure.
props that you bring out.
This is some of the stuff I use. So, I mean, visual aids are huge when you're talking about the prehistoric world. I can talk and talk and talk, but people want to see stuff.
Yes.
So one of the things I like to talk about and push around here is how the Earth has changed. You know, the Rocky Mountains are only about 70 million years old. But if we could go back to times like the Triassic, you know, it used to look kind of like this. Okay. I mean, Tricia, this is so long ago. There's no flowers, there's no butterflies, there's no bees. We have the very first dinosaurs. But then as things rapidly change, we move into time frames like this in the Jurassic. This is 150 million years ago. Okay. With some of the most famous dinosaurs like Stegosaurus walking around. We start seeing a massive change here when, towards the end of the Jurassic, we have some of the biggest animals, Brachiosaurus. Literally, they would have shook the earth as they walked. 130, 140,000 pound animals. And this is actually cool. It was one of the things I like to show people. This is when things change dramatically here, because if you notice, there's still no Rocky Mountains. Yeah. But as we come into the Cretaceous, we still don't have Rocky Mountains, but we have an ocean appearing. So it's things like that, being able to show that at one time, right where you're standing would have looked like this. We were completely underwater at one point in Colorado. There were no Rocky Mountains, and this would have been this beautiful Caribbean-like ocean. So it's stuff like this I like to show to give people that sense that, you know, the Earth is constantly changing, and when you go back these time periods, entire landscapes did not exist. They would have been something different.
I kind of let your imagination go wild, thinking about those bees that would have shook the
Oh,
earth with
yeah.
each step.
Well, not just that, but if we can get one more shot, check out, we're talking about the prehistoric oceans, you would not want to meet these creatures.
Oh my gosh.
This animal was more than 65 feet long, 120,000 pounds. This is literally the T-Rex of the ocean. They ate whatever they wanted, including their friends and family members. And we found bones from these guys in Eagle County, so we know they were here.
Okay. Yeah, and then, you know, besides the visual aids with this, then he brings out
Yeah.
some of these artifacts and just the different findings.
Absolutely, because one of the things I also like to do is get the kids involved, get the kids thinking, so I can say, well, how do we know these animals ever exist? Sure, you can pick up a book, but how do we know they were here?
Yeah.
And I just love kids because they know fossils, bones, you know, here's a big chunk of dinosaur bone right here, or things like claws. This is a big claw from an Allosaurus. So it's these things that teach us that they're around, but beyond that, I like kids to even think even one step further, not just fossils, but what the fossils can tell us. And this is a cool fossil, one of my favorites. And if I grab this guy right here, this is Triceratops, one of the most famous dinosaurs. Every kid knows Triceratops. So if I could magically kind of pull out a piece of his horn, that's what this is. This is a real piece of Triceratops' horn. So beyond that, a kid can look at this and go, that's really cool. And I'll go, yeah? I'm about to make this really, really cool. You see what these lines right here? You see those lines? Those are teeth marks from Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Oh!
The only animal big enough to take down Triceratops. So now, not only is this a Triceratops fossil, but this is a fossil from a Triceratops that got attacked by Tyrannosaurus Rex, because the fossils tell us that there's teeth marks right there.
Looks like
So
it's not a happy ending.
Well, we don't know.
I don't know.
This could have broken off and he could have run away and lived his life, or he could have become T-Rex's lunch. We don't know, but we know that he got attacked by Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Oh my
So
God.
fossils definitely can tell the stories behind the animals as well.
I know you have a Q&A too. What are some of the most asked questions you
Oh
get?
gosh, well, one of the biggest ones, because probably the most famous animal around is Tyrannosaurus Rex. It's got the best Hollywood agent. So it's did T-Rex live in Colorado? And the answer is yes, he lived in Colorado. Other ones might be, what are some of the biggest things I've ever found? For me, one of the things I found last summer was bones to an animal that was 100,000 pounds called Camarasaurus, who would have looked a lot like these guys, but not quite as big as this is Brachiosaurus, but a giant long neck. And things like, you know, who would win in a fight is always a fun one, you know. So, but a little bit of everything. And that's the greatest thing is kids, their imaginations just come to life.
Oh, I know.
All the things that they think about, all of a sudden they're just regurgitating. They want to tell me everything they know, and I love that. Although sometimes I got to quiet them down because I'm trying to do a show and I'm on a timeline. But I love when they want to share with me what they know.
I know, and parents, if you want to have your kids completely engrossed in what is going on, this is the ticket. They're not going to be on their iPads on this show.
That's
They
true.
are going to be listening to Billy Dorn. Okay, Billy, thanks so much.
Thanks for having me, Tricia.
Yeah, we're so happy to always have him up here at Beaver Creek, you know, throughout the winter and the summer. Oh, I just love talking to Billy Dorn about this. And he's so animated, as you can see. Can you imagine him with a group of kids? Yeah, nobody's on their iPad, like I said. But hey, a few more things going on today. If you're trying to plan your afternoon, how about a little happy hour, some live music, and then we bring out the goats. This is at Vail Stables. I actually did goat yoga the morning of my wedding. It was very funny. And so they're going to have goat happy hour. So no yoga mats or anything, but from 3:30 to 5:30, they're going to have live music today at Vail Stables. And you may not realize this is right in Vail. It's on the other side of the interstate. So the main Vail exit, you go doing it, and it's really fun. So, and carpool up there is probably the best thing to do. And then you can hang out with the goats. So pretty fun. It should be pretty awesome. And they're going to have some live music there for you. So that's something you can do today. Also, we've got Bravo happening tonight with the Philadelphia Orchestra. All right, so that they're going to be playing some Tchaikovsky as well as Price. And there's a pre-concert talk. And I always tell people, hey, if you are curious about Bravo, go to these free pre-concert talks. They're at 5 o'clock, and it's going to be just at the Gerald R. Ford Amphitheater lobby. So right before you go in. And then also today, before we get to the show tonight, we've got Inside the Music with Anne-Marie McDermott. She will be performing at the Vail Interfaith Chapel today at 1 p.m. She is the artistic director, and she is so passionate about her music. This should be just amazing. And she's going to kind of deconstruct Prokofiev's Piano Sonata number 6. So she'll be on the piano, kind of playing, and then she'll stop. She'll talk about it. She'll point out details in the score that illuminate the music and help bring this work to life. So that's going to be 1 p.m. today. Tickets are free, but they do require a reservation. So you can go to bravovale.org for more information. And then if you have little kids, you guys, this is the cutest thing. Little listeners at the library, today we're going to be going all the way down to Eagle. So they do this at the different libraries throughout the area, throughout Eagle County. So the Dolly Quartet, who's going to be doing that score to the silent movie on Sunday, well, they're going to be going down to the kids. And this is for ages, 2 to 7. But I've even been in there when newborns or like just the littles, 1-year-olds have been there, and they just perk up when they hear this music. So really, really cool. So this will be today at 2:30, and the theme is all together now, and it highlights the value of teamwork, collaboration. So really neat to have the Dolly Quartet there today. So tickets are free, but once again, this does require a reservation as well. So just go online, bravovale.com for more details. And then tonight, let's get back to this evening. So director Yannick Nizet-Sigwin, he's going to be returning to Bravo. He's the music director of the Philadelphia Orchestra. And then we are bringing out Hilary Hahn. She's a groundbreaking violinist. She is going to be doing the violin concerto from Tchaikovsky alongside Florence Price's Symphony No. 3. So it should be pretty awesome. And then once again, that pre-concert talk, they're going to bring in Petra Meyer-Frazier. She's with the University of Denver, so she's going to give you a little background on what you're going to be hearing, and I think it's so valuable to get that. So go to that pre-concert talk, 5 p.m., and then head on in to the Ford Amphitheater. Showtime begins at 6 p.m., and that is a hard start. So that is a definite start. It's not like if you go to the Tuesday night concert and you kind of just show up when you want. I mean, they want you in your seats by 6 p.m. So really plan your afternoon to get either to that concert talk at 5. Gates open at 5, and a lot of people just head in there right there to get a good spot on the lawn. They get their eats. Such a great menu at the concessions, the Gore Creek concessions. You won't go hungry there or thirsty. So check that out. And then we do have another community concert happening on Thursday, and this will be with Viano Quartet, and that'll be at the Vail Interfaith Chapel at 1 p.m. So even just a lot going on today, tomorrow. We've got the Rachmaninoff Piano Concerto No. 2. That'll be at the Ford Amphitheater on Thursday night. Oh my gosh, we have so many things happening. And then Vail Jazz. Okay, this is my other magazine that I keep with me so I can tell you everything that's going on. So Tony DeSere and the Zaremba Jazz Fellowship, they're going to kick off the awesome Vail Jazz at Vail Square, the Thursday night series. This is a ticketed show, goes from 6 to 8, and they're going to be doing Sinatra's songs, some of the standards. And Tony DeSere, he's a regular. He comes to the Vail Jazz concert all the time. So we're really excited to have him back. And we're excited to welcome in Drew Zaremba. He's going to be the regional artistic director for Vail Jazz. He does a lot with their educational programs as well with Jazz Goes to School. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So you can go to vailjazz.org to get more ticket information on that. So that's Thursday night. And then right after that, there's a free event, and that's going to be called Howard's Hangout. It's going to be at the Tavern, which is adjacent to the stage where Tony DeSere will be playing. And that's 8 to 10 p.m. Thursdays after those shows. And they're just going to have a great time. It's a great venue, too. And then you basically can just keep the party going a little bit longer after the music ends at the 10th. So pretty cool to see all the different things we have going on. So once again, tonight, there's some Bravo. There's also the free concert in Avon. If you're looking to head there, Magnolia Boulevard, that'll be this evening. So pick your topic, pick your pleasure. We've got a lot of things happening this summer. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll be live tomorrow with you, Thursday, 7:30 to 8:30, or you can always catch us on demand on YouTube or Facebook. You can go back, and if you missed the beginning of this show, you can check it out. We love our fans. We love our viewers. Thank you so much for chiming in. We had a little chat coming in from Rodney. We also heard from Susan and Megan. Thanks for watching, you guys. Hey, and we'll see you all again tomorrow.
It's summer
in the mountains.
It's summer in the mountains.
It's summer in the mountains. And we're out here
living it.
Living it.
Living it.
Lots to do.
Lots to see.
Every morning.
Every morning.
Every morning.
At 7:30.
7:30.
It's Vail Valley Live.
It's Vail Valley Live.
Watch us now.
Watch us now.
Watch us now.